Soul TV. Nothing is everything.
Peace to those of you that are watching this video. My name is Rakim, aka the Makabuddha. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to pretty much dump a piano roll sample, as you see here, into the playlist so you can do more creative things with it. So without further ado, let me show you guys, let me let you listen to this beat that I made. I made it a while ago, so enjoy the snippet.
It's the Makabuddha.
Okay, so basically that's just, the bulk of the beat, right? But basically what you want to do, we're gonna get straight into it. We're not going to waste any time here. You want to know how you do this thing. So basically the simplest way to take a sample that you got in the playlist, as you see here, and dump it into the playlist, you basically open up the channel settings in the channel rack, or the step sequence as it was formerly called, and you just drag it into the playlist. But first, I want to show an example of the limitations that you have within the piano roll when it comes to sampling. And it is basically the chops. When you chop, the sample plays, it basically starts over. So say there's a section in here that you want to, cut out specifically. You can't even do it, because when you do it, it starts over, you see? So that's no good, that's no use. So we want to abandon this. We want to get rid of this. We want to go ahead and, get this sample fully choppable, So let's drag it in the playlist as so. I'll go ahead and mute my tag out. Just mute that out, Alright, so this is the sample here. This is the sample here. As you can see, it's not a full 2-bar loop because we just dragged the original waveform of the sample into the playlist. But to get it to be a full 2-bar loop, we're going to do something very simple here. And there's many ways to do it, but the way I like to do it is more, effectual or effective. But some people will use this time knob here, as you see, to pretty much turn it to a point where you see it stretches to a 2-bar loop. But sometimes that comes with, delay. Not delay. It changes the pitch or whatever of the sample. So you want to get it exactly at 2 bars. So you can right click here and go down to 2 bars. And let's play the feedback to see what it sounds like. That sounds awful, doesn't it? So let's get it from sounding like this to sounding like this. Hold on. Solo this. We want it to sound like that, not like this. That's trash. So in order for us to get it to sound like that, we gotta go to mode, and we gotta change it from resample, and we're gonna click on auto. And the reason we click on auto is because auto is the most accurate, basically it's the most accurate format to the original sample. So click auto and let's play. That's how it's supposed to sound, but it's not mixed like the piano roll sample is, because I have this within, let's get out of here, I have this within the mixer. I have all the plugin effects and EQ and everything on it. So let's go ahead and dump this audio form, this waveform of the sample into the playlist, the mixer, so we can get a similar effect or the same effect. So it's obviously louder than this one. And the reason for this is because within the piano roll, as you can see, the velocity here, this is the volume. So we turn this from that, we turn it all the way up. Now let's see if that has the same volume intensity as the wave. Yep, the same volume intensity. But this was marked down as 78%. Yeah. So we can turn that down in the sample as well in the playlist by going on level adjustments and taking it down to about 9 decibels. 9 exactly. Yeah, my apologies for me being such a perfectionist. I like for it to be exactly on 9. Now let's see. Let's put the drums with it. First, let me move this. Alright, cool. See, that's how you pretty much, take a sample from the playlist and putting it into, taking a sample from the piano roll and dropping it into the playlist. And what you can do within the playlist is limitless. So say you want to chop it up. Now you can chop it up. And we can rearrange certain things. Let's see. Thinking of a good little. And you'll get different ideas as I'm getting right now when you hear the sample play back as you're chopping it. Because for real, like when it comes to sampling, like it's more like a mood or energy that just drives you in the direction of where it wants to go by itself. Like the sample and the chops itself call you to go in a direction. You may have an idea to put it a certain way, like I was trying to do before I heard this part go here, and now I'm moving in that direction. But you'll know, when you start fooling around with samples, NFL or whatever other software or actual, machinery you use to make your beats. The beauty of this sample being in the playlist as well is you see this small little waveform icon. You click on that, and you left click on it, and then you go down to chop, go all the way down to time base. So you got a whole array of like slicing and chopping options, like not even just within the time base section, but that just goes to show you how much more complexity and how much more flexibility that you have when it comes to sampling within the playlist itself, rather than just pulling things straight from Edison or trying to sample within piano roll, right? But I usually chop my samples in the playlist in the beats, and from that point, I just like to move and shift them around. Sometimes I don't even like hear it until I make the shifting happen and stuff. Like I just shift it around or whatever other section I see right here. Let's chop that out right there like that. Let's go ahead and play this like that. And let's see what can go in the middle of this. I feel like this might be cool right here. Let's just hear it. Like, I don't know what it's gonna sound like. Let's find out. know, when you sample in FL, I mean, in the playlist in FL, you know. And I believe I have another video on this channel titled "The Fastest Way to Sample in FL Studio," where I go into more depth in how to sample in this fashion. Because when you sample in this fashion, you do become a lot more prolific. You do get a lot more creative when you are sampling directly with the waveform in the playlist, you know. So that's pretty much one of my secrets to sampling in FL Studio. You know, I love chopping up the samples within FL Studio in the playlist, you know. And yeah, I trust that this video was very informative for you guys and that you learned something new, whether you may be a beginner, intermediary, or an advanced producer. So like, share, subscribe, and comment below, you know, to help grow the channel. This is Nero Soul TV. Until next time, peace, and don't forget to check out my beat tape, the Marka Buddha, Bump Some Buddha Volume 1. Go ahead, check that out on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, on all of the major streaming platforms, as well as my Bandcamp, themarkabuddha.bandcamp.com, as well as Nero Soul TV, NeroSoul.tv. So all the links in the description below. Check them out, support, and much love.
It's the Marka Buddha.